Hashtag no music, no intro. Saints Block Party podcast coming at you again Monday night. It has been a day for SBP. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you are subscribed. Earlier this morning, if you haven't checked it out, please check out our rapid reaction to the firing of Dennis Allen that came down literally like the moment it happened. We recorded, we dropped everything to
Everything.
make sure that y'all got that episode. Ryan was at work. I was about to leave for work, but we had to get it out. Um, and now, we're going to preview the Falcons game because if you know, you know. Uh, we have our Saints Block Party podcast meetup. My schedule is completely crazy this week. So this is really the only day that we have to do the preview pod for the Falcons game. So we're going to talk about the Falcon game in some aspects, but also this episode is also going to be reflecting and kind of having aftermath after the Dennis Allen firing, what more we've heard throughout today. And here's the funny thing, bruh. If you've been listening to this podcast for the last 2+ years, the aftermath is basically everything we have been talking about on this fucking podcast for years. For years.
Ain't it crazy? Ain't it crazy? Ain't it crazy, bro?
Oh dang, he said we should be I got no chill said we should be popping bottles tonight. Yeah, I was gonna grab a cut water, but
Nigga, I'm popping coffee, motherfucker.
I had some before I came up and recorded this. I want to give just a side. I want to give some love to. I don't even want to say source because that feels like it diminishes who they are as a person. Just my friend who has told me information about this team that I have then told to our community and the people who listen to us. And they actually sent a text message today that was like, can the people that was just been shitting on your podcast and saying that you guys don't know what you're talking about, all this, like the whole DA, all the things that have been said over the years, can people now just shut the hell up and give us credit, give them credit? It's not gonna happen. I know how the game is. It's not gonna happen. Ain't no way. But I want to go back to last season against the Falcons game, victory formation. At that point, like a huge, one of our biggest podcasts we had ever done up to that point. And it was so interesting hearing James Hurst, hashtag put him in a hearse, hashtag reliable dick, go out and talk about literally what you said word for word on that recap pod of DA throwing the team under the bus. And like, you can't do that as a head coach, bro. You can't do it. You can't.
You can't, bro. And it was such like just a visceral reaction, just immediately finding out on the pod what happened. And it's like, of course you can't. And just the fact that somebody like DA doesn't get it, just doesn't get it. It's like
Mickey Loomis doesn't get it either.
No. And we gonna talk about Mickey. But I guess it's just like a postmortem because, it's like DA is done. You know what I'm saying? That book is closed. The Dennis Allen tenure of running the New Orleans Saints is closed for good. So it's just feeling like a postmortem where, like today, I just been going back looking at some old podcast episodes. Just saying what we were saying back then. You know what I'm saying? Like what we, it's kind of good. Like the first real like DA must go episode was like the Steelers game in 2022. I forgot about that.
Losing to Kenny Pickett and Matt Canada, nigga.
Bro, I had to go and find a highlight for that game. I'm like, I do not remember this game at all. Like, it just completely left my mind. And it just goes to show how long it's been, bro. Like, they stuck with this man way too long, bro. Way too long. And I think last year, after that Falcons game, after that whole victory formation, that was the prime opportunity right there for Mickey Loomis to tuck his tail, admit you made a mistake, and move on from Dennis Allen. But he decided to cash back in, put his chips back in the middle of the table and say he gonna ride or die with his dude DA. And now it seemed like he really ready to ride or die after putting that little statement out, which was
Can you read some of it, bro? Because our dude, we was on NFL Daily. If you check it out, NFL Daily with Greg Rosenthal. We talked to Greg for about 20 minutes earlier today. When I tell y'all guys, we have been working today, and I want to be clear with this. We enjoy it. Like today will be a day in infamy in the bestest of ways. Please believe that. But Greg Rosenthal read that Mickey Loomis statement, and I had been so busy with just life, work, things not tied to the podcast that I haven't even had a chance to read it. And he read it. I was like, oh my God, there is so much fraction and shit going on airline right now.
When I saw that statement earlier, I was like, what a defiant statement.
Defiant.
Like Greg said, like listen to that. You like, is he talking about somebody that got fired? Let me read it to you right here.
Okay.
DA is an excellent football coach. The
Oh.
Saints executive vice president said, Mickey Loomis, this season we have had an avalanche of injuries.
Oh.
It took its toll. DA has never offered excuses. He fought each day for this organization and this team, and that is what makes today disappointing. Dennis Allen has been an integral part of this organization's success for the better part of 20 years. He will be missed. You really going out with your dog, Mickey. I respect it. I kind of respect it. It's stupid, but I respect it.
The first thing he talked about was the injuries. The first thing he talked, like, and I guess like everyone kept saying, oh, the Raiders were a bad organization, the cap situation, it was blah 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 blah. This man is 26-53 as a head coach in the NFL. Can we talk about that? Can you lead with that? Can we lead with that?
So he's just happened to be the most unlucky head coach in history to have 53 games. Well, he's just unlucky. Just unlucky, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just a rash of unluck, man. Just happened to be one of the worst coaches in history. Like one of the bottom three.
Greg said out of the qualifiers, 147th out of 149. Get out. We changing focus. We are Skynet. We are Skynet. We changing from DA and we aiming that shit right at Mickey Loomis. And here's the crazy thing: Gail Benson might already got that scope on Mickey, bruh. It sounds like she got the scope. Because I can report, like I said on NFL Daily, the same way Gail was canvassing information. I want to give a shout out to TC499 Super Chat. Said, just want to salute you fellas. Keep up the great work. Oh, and the DA era is over.
Gone, buddy.
Mark just said Tampa just tied Kansas City with 20 seconds left. Thank you, Mark. I was wondering how that game was going to end. Black Toll said Mickey got that scope on Gail. I don't know if you know how. That's not how that works at all. That would not be how that works.
Got some emails or something, maybe.
Like if that's the case, then Mickey then Gail is Denzel Washington with the equalizer gift, bro. Just turn the gun back. But just as Gail was canvassing information on Dennis Allen from the players, from personnel the last 2 weeks, I heard she's been doing the same thing about Mickey Loomis. She really want to know how Mickey Loomis been moving, not by what he's telling her, but by what others are telling her. You only do that, and listen, bro. I work in a field where we have to verify and double verify everything, not because we don't trust who it's coming from, but when our job is dealing with kids' lives, we just got to make sure it's true. I'm not comparing the situations, but if for 3+ years under the DA regime and Mickey Loomis has been telling Gail this information, and the product don't seem to be matching what you're telling me. Like, you're telling me we're a good team, right? We're telling me we could compete and get the NFC South and make the playoffs, and every time I watch a game, we don't look like we even close. Then at some point, like, I'm not going to believe what you're telling me.
Every time, every time. She's sitting in the suites with the punk ass mayor of Louisiana. I mean, governor of Louisiana in Kansas City, watching the Saints lose embarrassingly. Then your team gets blown out by the Tampa Bay Bucks in a dome. Then the week after that, you got a big, Hall of Fame, ceremony for Drew Brees, Sean Payton coming back to the dome, and you just get embarrassed on national TV.
Mollywopped.
Mollywop, go to the West Coast, take a L,
I was there. Oh my God.
and then okay, your starting quarterback coming back, your offensive line is a little healthy. Hey, well, let's just get back. Let's just get back on track. Let's get back on track.
Back to basics.
Back to base. Start stacking some wins. Just go out and get a win. And you lose to the Carolina Mother Panthers.
Oops.
You was a 7.5 point favorite on the road, and you lose by 1 point.
Gave Bryce Young his first victory formation. See how it all come together? It's just a full circle, Ryan.
Victory formation, baby.
Bryce
And
Young's
so-
first 7 straight.
You can't tell me Gail watching that. Like I said on the Greg podcast, y'all just tune in tomorrow when it's up. It's just refreshing to see that she is checked in, like she is, because it was a question. It was like, is she paying attention? Is she? Yes, she's paying attention. Yes, she's watching. Yes, she moved slowly. She was patient. She was letting the football guys run the football team, but she let it get to a certain point where she said, "Enough is enough. It's enough."
The crazy thing is, she was at that precipice very closely for that Jaguars game, Monday Night Football.
I remember you reported that.
Thursday Night Football, and they had that fake comeback. And see, this is what's drastically different this season than last season. There have not been any fake comebacks, bro. Like last year, they got saved by them fake comebacks, and they looked like it happened against the Jags, it happened against the Rams, it happened against the Lions. This season, it's just been straight. No KY, you just taking it. It ain't even remotely close. And it is so refreshing to know that she sees, not only that she sees, but she's also hearing from the players and the people on the team. You said this, the players had Rizzi shirts? How they have, bro, it's Monday. DA got fired today, nigga. How they got Rizzi shirts already? What does that tell you how the culture was in the locker room, bro?
Makes you wonder, bro. They had a Nola hat plug probably printed them up 2 weeks ago. Shout out to Nola hat plug.
For real, we might have to touch base with you doing some business. Our dude Luke, I don't know if I want to talk to Luke. It's the election day tomorrow, but our dude Luke said Gail had the pistol like hiding in her desk when she called Mickey in the office.
Oh boy! But you know what's crazy though? We talked about this all this off season, bro. Like, this schedule is so different from last year.
Different, bro. They
got inflated. That win total was so inflated last year. It's funny because last year we were kind of like, let's look beyond the results, because that schedule was so inflated, and we knew this year was a real test. And look, yes, the injuries do matter. They do matter to a certain extent. But even with the injured team, when you have like good coaching, good quality coaching, and good leadership, you could see it. You could see like damn, they losing, but man, they're fighting their ass off, bro. Like they close. If they just get this and that, you could see it. Like you can actually see it.
You want to hear something funny? That's exactly how the Broncos were last year, bro. Were they not?
Exactly. And even somewhat this year, because they limited that quarterback a little bit, but you could see that they're building something. It's like, okay, if they add this, if they add that, if they get a little better quarterback play, if they get another wide receiver, you see it. With the Saints, you look at it, it's like, bro, like, how do you even fix this? Like, it's just like, you need everything. Like, you need everything.
Dante said, y'all glowing. There's a vibrancy in y'all's voices. The DA effect is real.
Well, we just Just stepping different, bro.
Bro, almost said a step in the name, but I can't say that. Can't do that. Don't let that shit play at a wedding after party or reception though, because I'm gonna be on the dance floor stepping the whole night.
Trust me. Now, one person gonna protest in that motherfucker. They gonna be step, stat.
About to get us big fucking cancel in this bitch. Anyhow, you talked about it looks different. I can report this, and I don't feel like the names seem like they're obvious names. I've been told the names right now at the top of the Saints wish list in terms of a head coach vacancy: Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn, Mike Grable, and then they really are going to give Darren Rizzi these 8 games to see, right? Because I think he's very well respected and highly thought of in the organization. And I just like to hear. I'd like to hear the big. I want to hear that they want Ben Johnson. Are they going to get the Johnson? Probably not. But just the fact that they're interested in him, I like to hear that. It'd be funny. We're not going to have a whole conversation about like head coaching like that. There's and this is just foreign territory for us.
Like, right.
We've been a Saint. I'm just speaking. We had Sean Payton as fans for like 2 decades, and then Dennis Allen was a coach for 2.5 years. It's just foreign. It's foreign to us in terms of talking about this, how it's all going to play out. So it's just new, completely because something happened. It's new.
I was in my younger 20s last time we searched for a head coach. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just, because the DA search don't count. That was a sham.
No.
We knew that was a sham.
No.
But like since a real search, I was in my young 20s, bro. I was like, man, go get somebody. I don't care who. Get somebody.
Niggas in his 40s right now. They're just.
I'm 40, bro. So now I'm like, how are they going to do this? Like, how are they going to do it? Who's going to be making the decision?
That's a huge question.
That's the number one question.
Because I still know that Mickey is overseeing the potential trading of players who might be traded, who not going to get traded for tomorrow. And like at this point, I said this about DA. I want a DA out the building just to get his loser culture out the building. I honestly feel the same thing about Mickey, bro. Like I don't, I want him gone. If you got to promote him to this fancy ass title where he gets a little pay bump and he don't got to touch football related things.
Boy, Greg Rosenthal said Mickey Loomis record without Sean Payton and Breeze. I was like, ooh, that's some DA-ish. That's a DA-ish type record. 40 something and 60. It was nasty. I'm just saying, bro. The 200 wins. Listen. And look, man, like you talked about it, the dysfunction. You could feel the dysfunction coming out right now. The fact that you had Tyrann Mathieu and Foster Moreau start the presser today after your head coach got fired. Nobody
Nigga,
from
you the GM. Where Dennis Lucia? This nigga can come out and talk about why we can't have practices and have fans in California, but when you fire your head coach, no one can say some shit to the media? Okay.
Could he get Kai out there? Get Kai out there, somebody.
Here, don't go out there and tell him what's up. Nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
All right.
Nothing. So that tells you there's dysfunction. That tells you right there.
You can't say that you carry yourself in the lines of the Steelers and blah, 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 because I goddamn know if the Steelers were to make a move like this, I bet you the owner of the Steelers is going to be the person sitting in front of the media answering questions. You can say whatever you want to say about John Mara. Anytime he's fired a coach for the Giants, he is right there telling the Giants media why he made that decision. Nope, nobody. You had Darren Rizzi and Foster Moreau address the team. Like Mickey Loomis with
Foster Moreau. Couldn't even get like a Cam Jordan or somebody that's like the spokesperson for the team. Foster Moreau.
I know. Last month was crucial catch month, but like, what are we? What? You telling me that Mickey Loomis came down and talked to the team after victory formation against the Falcons last season, sticking his nose in the business and talking about cultural tweaks and blah, 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 blah. But when the head coach that you picked out is fired, oh, mum's the word?
Foster Moreau found out D.A. got fired from the yoga instructor. He stretches. He like, D.A. just got fired. What?
That's crazy.
Oh, boy. That's why. That's some issues on airline, bro. That's some issues over there.
It's the most New Orleans thing ever, though. Like, ain't it though? Ain't the most Saints thing ever?
100%.
So going into this game, everyone's an unserious organization. Yes, Mark, an unserious organization. I'll give Gail this. It took balls to do what she did, and I won't say it took balls because it was the right thing to do, but the fact that she did it, it's like Thanos said, like you've earned my respect.
Right.
Earned my respect. Going into this game, we're going to kind of keep this one short. It's a big day. A little rundown. Going into this Falcons game, Kirk Cousins is playing like a top 5 quarterback. Got Darnell Mooney. We don't know if Drake London is going to play. The run game for the Falcons has been a thorn in the Saints' side, especially these last 2 seasons with Bijan Robinson and Tyler Allgeier. How does this team in the meetup? We'll be there. We'll be in the dome,
in the building,
bro. I know when they announced interim Saints head coach Darren Rizzi, we gonna blow the roof off that bitch, bro. Luke said Mahomes is dog walking the Bucs defense because he's fucking Patrick Mahomes. That's what he does, bro.
With a bum ankle or something.
With a bum ankle. We'll be a long time before we'll see a player like
it. It just pissed me off, bro. Duke Hopkins just catch a touchdown. I'm like, NFL just be helping the Chiefs, bro. Just
helping, bro. Speaking, and we might trade them Marshawn tomorrow. Okay.
It's like, okay, just keep helping them, man. It's crazy.
I want to get to this. We'll get to this point. Talk about the Falcons game. Jay Sean said, and this is the thing. When I was listening to the Rizzi presser, I was going to say the Saints going to win, but then I remember that Joe Woods is taking over our.
Ew. I haven't heard from Derek Carr. Did Derek Carr tweet anything? Did he post anything or IG anything?
I don't know, bro. He's blocked on all our social media.
I just can't get over Dennis Allen getting fired with the same starting quarterback twice.
That's like getting married, getting a divorce, thinking it's gonna work out again. Say, hey, baby, we can work this out. Getting remarried, and then be like, oh, this thing. Oh, I guess I was a dummy the first time and the second time. Like, and I wanna talk about how something that stood out to me. Listen to Darren Rizzi when the media was asking about looking at, it may have been Triplet, asking about evaluating young quarterbacks later in the season. It was a great question because I was wondering if someone was gonna ask it. Rattler, Hayner, whoever, seeing what you have, at the future. And Darren Rizzi said, I can safely say there be no changes. Derek Carr will be the starting quarterback for the Saints on Sunday.
Very interesting. Because he could have easily said, "Look, Derek Carr's our starter, and we're gonna try to win these games, and we still focus on winning." He could have easily said that, but just the fact that he, couched it like that, interesting.
Yeah, how do these Saints get the upset and beat the Falcons? Because I can think of a lot of ways why it's going to be difficult. The pass rush has been completely ass, and Kirk Cousins, who's not mobile, if you give him time, he's gonna pick apart your defense. We're recording this on Monday, so we have no idea if Kool-Aid's going to be back. We don't know if Marshawn Lattimore is going to be on the team. We don't know. We don't know what the secondary is going to look like. Is it just going to be the thing where it's like we get that interim head coach bump and everyone playing with the house on fire and just like it's just all going well.
I could see that vibe check coming in, and everybody's just got a pep to their step. Look, I think the defense still going to struggle because the defense has struggled all year pretty much. I mean, uh, they didn't, they didn't struggle mightily in the first game, but I mean, it did enough. Um,
They didn't allow a touchdown.
yeah, we can't stop the run.
Mm-mm.
And I don't think that's going to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna run the ball on us. We'll see how we're looking at corner once the injury report comes out Wednesday. I don't know. I saw tweets like, "Man, Marshawn hamstring probably feeling good right now, but we don't even
Good,
know if he's
bro.
gonna be
Just
on the team. He might
right. We don't know. We don't know.
might get traded tomorrow. We don't know. I think I have a feeling he'll be on the team, but I don't know. Kool-Aid got an hamstring, so if the secondary comes back, you might have better chances. But like you said, bro, Kirk been dealing, bro. Like
Dealing.
Kirk playing like 2005 quarterback play, man, straight from the pocket, just pew, 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 just straight point guard, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Darnell Mooney, bro, you on pace for like 1,200 yards, bro. Darnell Mooney, like 1,200 yards, man.
Tulane's finest.
Tulane's finest,
Um,
baby.
I'm just gonna say they're gonna win. They're gonna win this game. They're gonna win this
Saints.
game. Yeah.
No,
Don't ask me how. I don't.
We-
I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna do a break. I'm not gonna do much of a breakdown. I'm not gonna give you the X's and O's. The Saints were gonna win this game because it's just start. This is the week. This is the week. DA's out the paint today. Gonna get Donald Trump out the paint tomorrow. We gonna have the meetup, SPP meetup this week, and on Sunday, the Saints are gonna win and beat the Falcons. Are they gonna win any other game after Sunday? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But Sunday they are going to win. That I feel confident about. And if they don't win, you know what? Either way, we win.
Either way, we win, baby. Like Rob said, man, we lost the battle Sunday. We lost the battle Sunday, but we won the war. Like for
Won the
real.
war, bro.
Like man, listen, that shit there. What happened today made it all worth it. You know what I'm saying? I must say, it made it all worth it. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. Like that game is gonna be very fascinating to see. The match of emotions and all that stuff. I want to see what Rizzi got, bro. Like, look, Rizzi is, from what I hear, he's very well respected around the league.
Yes.
As a special teams coach, he's been around for a while. And look, I mean, I know just from a fan standpoint, we kind of discount special teams a little bit, because it's not the premier thing. But his unit been performing, bro. His unit stays performing, and
Has, man.
like special team coaches, they're interesting because they coach all types of players. They coach offensive players, defensive players. They got to see the game different. They got to understand game management very well. So he might bring a different perspective that's interesting. So, like, I'm open to anybody, bro. Like, we'll talk about head coach searches later on, this season or whatever. But I don't have like this. Like, obviously, like Ben Johnson would be like my number one favorite.
Everybody.
Yeah, it's everybody. And we just don't know, man. Like, you really don't know who's good and who's not, and who's going to perform well, who's going to be a good leader, who's going to be able to build an organization and change a culture and be the CEO. There's so many things that go into the job description of being a head coach, especially for this job.
Yes.
That it's gonna take some work. Like that 2025 is gonna be rough. It's gonna be very rough. I don't care who they're coaching, it's gonna be a rough season. So like it's just gonna be interesting, bro. Like whoever they pick, it's gonna be fascinating.
It is. It's going to be completely fascinating. I just want to add a little thing on the Marshawn thing. I heard that as of this morning, the Saints had gotten calls from 4 teams earlier this morning of interest in Marshawn. I don't know all 4, but I think 3 of them, 2 of them would be Kansas City and Baltimore. I don't know who the other 2 teams were. So it's just one of those. We were talking about in the Discord. It's like the Chief, and I feel like if there's a team offering a second, I do think he'll be traded. But
Yeah,
then if it's the Chiefs or the Ravens offering you that second, like that's a low second. Like
yeah.
that
Basically a
essentially is
third.
a third round pick. So it wouldn't feel great. Um, to go from firing Da one day, then to trading Marshawn. And can we also give credit for Marshawn, bro? Like the reason he wanted to be traded at going into last season was that he thought Da was an absolute fucking dumbass and was not utilizing him correctly. Oh,
Straight
guess
up.
what? He was right.
Straight up, bro. Straight up. He stood on business, man. But yeah, I'm open to anything with Marshawn. I would rather him, just to remain. I would rather him at least we wait until we see who the next head coach is to see what he wants to do. Maybe we can lock down corner right here. I would like to have that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like if it's Aaron Glenn coming here like, man, he played some of his best football with me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trading that.
Right. Like let the next. We got time. There's no reason to rush and push him out the door just for the trade deadline. You can trade him in April, or if you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got time, especially if it's like a third round pick or something like that. Like you could work that out later. So there's no rush. Now if your goal is to dump salary and your plan is 2025, we are going to eat it. We're going to eat 90 million of dead money and this and that, and you just ready to get players out of here. I get it. Like go ahead, get what you can, dump the salary, let's eat it, and then figure out good for it. So it's whatever the plan is. But I don't think like there's so much division in the front office right now. I don't think there's a plan. Like
I don't think there is one. What's the vision?
what's the vision? We back here again, baby.
I want to follow up something to the point that you're talking about trading assets and things like that. I do want to get it over to our sponsor, the Underdog Fantasy. Take a quick break. We're going to come back. I'm going to follow up to your talking about getting assets for players, and then we are going to wrap this up at a crazy hectic day it has been for the Saints Block Party podcast. Let's get over to our sponsors, Underdog Fantasy.
Underdog is the best place to cash in on all your takes this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones are cold? Make your entries in just a few taps and turn your sport opinions into real money. Wide receiver hurt? Every dog deserves a second chance. And with Underdog Rescues, you can get your money back and receive a promo if any early injury causes your entry to lose.
I love Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is the best place to play champions. So sign up and deposit now using promo code Block Party to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Download the app today and use the code Block Party to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Again, download the app today and use the code Block Party to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Will Derek Carr throw for over 75 yards, higher or lower? You decide using Underdog Fantasy.
Download the app today and use code Block Party to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. That's code Block Party to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Higher or lower, you make the call on Underdog. Must be 18 years or older, 19 or older in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783 or text Next Step to 53342. In New York, call 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369.
We are back. One thing I want to talk to you about regarding trading players. Um, assets don't matter if the draft picks suck.
Hmm.
Let's say that again. future assets do not matter if you are not drafting the right players, and that is a big reason why the Saints have are in the position that they're in. You could look at everything you want to talk about the team, bad self scouting, blah blah blah. Some of the worst things of why this team is are where they are is that 2023 draft class that was led by Mickey Loomis, prior bad draft picks, Peyton Turner, all that. And this is why you have it's like the perfect storm of just being terrible, just being bad. And I get trading players to load, get future assets, unload salary. We got to make sure that the person making these draft selections, Jeff Ireland, whoever it is, they got to get it right. They have to get it right.
Please, man. Like y'all bringing in all these GMs. You got Ireland there. You got Ziegler. I think Randy Mueller back. It's like, what are y'all doing, man?
How many GMs does it take to fucking screw in a light bulb, nigga, to make one draft pick? How many?
Jesus. Can we get a DE that could pass rush? Damn. Like.
Damn, I was wrong. I was so wrong on Jared Verse, bro. God damn it.
Wrong,
he out here looking like a dog, bro.
Man, I blame that on the Saints too, bro, because we done been burnt so much by these plugging pass rushers, bro. We just like, that look like a Saints DE.
But here, I will say, like some of his plays on tape, his effort, bro, like it was terrible, bro. It was terrible.
Man.
He was looking kind of Chase Youngish, like the Chase Young we see play on Sunday. He looked like that at times in college, and
didn't finish. You didn't see the finish a lot of times. That was one of my pet peeves with him. Hey man, like it's sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
One draft take I'm gonna just throw out and just throwing this out there. The only draft take I have this early: keep Mason Graham the fuck away from my football team. Keep him away, bro.
Who's that?
He's the defensive tackle out of Michigan. Keep him away, bro. He's like slotted to go top 5, and he's often mocked to the Saints at like 3 or whatever. Don't want him on my team. I might be wrong. He might turn out to be a dog and a great defensive tackle. Keep me away. Keep me away, bro.
I heard.
Jay Sean said,
do not draft list.
Whoa. He's a dog. Okay. I don't see it. I don't see it. Anyway, anything else from today? Anything else from I won. Let's, before we close this out, what's your favorite DA memory? What's your favorite DA memory?
Like favorite, like how, like
however you want to take that, Ryan. What's your favorite DA memory?
I mean, there's so many. What always comes to mind, though, bro, it wasn't my most pissed moment, but when I think they beat the Giants, and he was like, I don't think I'm gonna get any questions about the quarterback today, huh? boy, this is why I can't have media credentials, bro, because I'd have been
like that in like that
on him, dog.
Like that inmate that launched out the judge, bro. Like that would have been you.
All over, bro. That shit. I would have gave them hands, bro. Like, shut up, bro. That shit. I'll never forget that.
That also was. They beat I can't even think of the Italian quarterback's name anymore, bro. Like they was all hyped. They was all.
Danny DeVito.
There you go. Let's see. I think I'm gonna agree with Mark. Traquan and him beating a Gardner Minshew led Eagles team and walk it in, bro. It had the smoke, bro.
That picture just legendary, bro.
It's in my favorites on my phone, Ryan. I don't want to search for it. I just want to just go right to it, bro.
Those are his highlights, bro. Like them games like that, beating Minshew, beating the Browns in the snow.
Louisiana said Bart Scott coming back. He He did a workout this morning with the Saints. I think I put that in our
Cool.
Discord. Um,
We need all the
would
help we
have
needed.
would bring juice. Like anytime
Yeah.
I said Bart Scott. Boston Scott has played with the Eagles. Like you always saw that he had juice. Um, Luke said, "Keep chopping wood." That was a terrible one. Richard said, "My favorite DA memory is I told him I am sorry. We don't score points on this team. Get on your knees." What? Maybe I missed. What, Richard? Yeah, my got to be the Traquan, and there's just so many, bro. There's just so
So
many like DA moments where it just go ahead.
Amy Trask was on the Rich Eyes, and you know they were asking her about DA. She mentioned a lot of stuff we had talked about before, where his tenure with Oakland was not good. How he was bad with accountability, and he would he would not put people in a position to succeed. Pretty much, not even just the players, but like staff. And she said like she gave him like the grace to grow when he took the Saints job, and but she said watching the Saints these couple of years, she saw that he hadn't changed. He was still that same Dennis Allen, and that just says a lot. Like just somebody that has nothing to do with the organization, the Saints organization, from afar, just watching, saying that it just verifies, just more verification that that was a good decision today.
Good, good to see.
That's just crazy.
Louisiana said, "Did y'all see Michael Thomas tag Catherine in the tweet
Yeah.
after the ask her how you feel about
Well, my MT been cutting up, bro.
cut up?" We gave him an open invite to hop on the show whenever. So
Anytime, Mike.
anytime we drop everything to let that episode happen. Anyway, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. It's been a very 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 busy day for us. And but in like in a good way. I don't want this to come out and seem like we are ungrateful of everything. Luke said he listened to the podcast y'all did this time 2 years ago. Y'all had the earliest read on DA. It was all the same shit. Yes.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah. Also, can I don't listen to other Saints podcasts. I don't listen to really any other podcast at all, just because I don't have time. Can people just pick a lane? Like if you're gonna be in a lane, like I just the flip. Like there were people who literally were DA apologists.
Make me understand it. Make me understand it is what I always ask. Like, make me see what y'all seeing, so I can understand it.
Can you see what I see? Listen, bro.
Man,
Losers attract losers, bro.
I was listening to Ross Jackson earlier today, and he said he texted like a couple players, their thoughts, like he has their thoughts on DA losing the locker room. And one player replied, "Been lost." I was wondering who that was. I'm like, that probably was Carl Gradison or somebody, bro.
Man, Carl Granson on his IG put the picture up, walking to work like this, and he got that big Kool-Aid smile.
They couldn't stand that nigga, dog. They couldn't stand DA, bro.
As much as you and I and us as fans couldn't stand him, imagine going to work every single day, and that's your boss. That's your boss you got to deal with every single day.
They told us this, Adam. They told us this. Like, what? I just. Well, it's over, though. It's over.
Oh,
So, turning a new leaf.
been done, been lost. Anyway, that's it. This is it for at least this part of the week, unless something crazy happens.
Yeah,
Man, if they
never know.
trade Marshawn,
Oh, Lord.
it's gonna be like that Popeyes lady, bro.
Give me a
Anyway,
break, man.
we picked the wrong team to be fans of. That's what we wanted, nigga. That is gone. If nothing crazy happens, we will be back on Sunday during the recap pod from where? Somewhere in New Orleans. don't know yet, we might have our whole crew with us doing a recap pod. That's essentially what I want to do. I want to have the whole community behind us as we do a recap pod. I don't know how that would go logistically, but I would love to set that up. Um, it's been a fun day. It's been a very long day, but we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We have 80 concurrent viewers on a Monday night, 200 views. It's been a good day. Continue to enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's been some dark times, and there may be continued dark times, but at the very least, as of today, there is hope. And that's all you could ask for. There's hope.
Hope, man.
Unless something crazy happens, we will be back on Sunday recapping the Saints Falcons game. We love y'all, appreciate y'all, and with that, we are out.
Peace.
All right. All right, brother.